Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Man, I swear I always miss the last T in thought. Excuse me. Welcome in, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Did that work in YouTube? It work in YouTube. So, before we start playing more Schrodinger's call today, let me record, because I always forget to record these. We are going to start with our daily thought experiment, which today is the Sorites paradox. I think I'm saying that right. Sorites, probably. The Sorites paradox says, imagine a mound of sand with 1,000,000 grains in it. The pile of sand is unaffected by the removal of even one grain. Even if another grain is removed, it remains a sand pile. The cycle continues until only a few grains of sand are left. When does a sand mound stop becoming a pile? In other words, when does a small change in quantity cause a big difference in quality? And it goes on to say, it poses significant questions about how we classify things, happenings, and experiences, and whether there is a definite line dividing one category from another. It also has ramifications for comprehending our decision-making processes and how we view the world. The Sorites paradox can be applied to other aspects of life, such as moral judgments, political categorization, and scientific classification, and it is not just applicable to sand or tangible objects. Paradox forces us to reflect on the limitations of language and how the categories we employ to make sense of the world affect how we see it. So my thoughts on this one. I don't have concrete thoughts about this. I would love to know what sorts of things. I'm guessing it'd be about logic, more so like the philosophy of logic, is how I would come to a better conclusion of this kind of thought experiment. But that's all to say, I don't really know when a sand mound stops becoming a pile. It's just kind of vibes based at the moment for me, which I feel like isn't the right answer. Um, like I can just say when it's this big, it stops being a pile, right? But that's not very concrete, I guess. And to think about it in what this paradox wants you to think about it in, that being moral judgments, political categorization, scientific classification, limitations of language, and categories. It's like, yeah, how do we categorize things? I don't know. This is one that I'm super open to input on, I guess. Is the best thing that I could say at the moment. How we classify things, happenings, and experiences, whether there's a definite line dividing one category from another. I will say I think some things have more definitive lines than others. Like I think the sand pile is one where definitive line doesn't quite exist. because it's very subjective, right? And what a sand pile is, but we can certainly make more um more is infringe the word I'm looking for? More we can certainly make better decisions about how we categorize other things, right? I think like politics and science are two fields where there are pretty clear different categorizations, right? Left versus right, neuroscience versus chemistry, if you will. Like these there's certain fields to both politics and science where I feel the distinction is quite clear, right? If that makes any sense. So that's all to say. It depends, I guess, which isn't the funnest answer, but it is one that often comes up in philosophy. I feel like it's a big it depends. Let's hide that. Let's boot up some Schrodinger's call. We're gonna get into episode 2 proper today with this lovely game. Hello, how you've been? I've been looking forward to this day. By the way, have you seen the moon tonight? It's huge. What if the pile of sand is affected by the removal of a grain is just so minuscule we can't perceive it? Well, that's the whole idea, right? Like, if you remove one grain of sand, it doesn't do absolutely anything. But it's like, how many grains of sand do you have to remove before it stops being a pile? And it's funny because, like, if you remove one, it does, like, perceivably absolutely nothing. But eventually those ones add up, and it's like, how can like, nothing in the sense of one grain versus a million add up to something in the sense of it's a pile or not, which it certainly does at some point, right? Ugh. Ow. Excuse me. Oh, that Chex Mix hurt. Ooh. What are all the kinds of philosophy? Probably countless, right? There is almost a certain different kind of philosophy for each historical philosopher, or rather, like, a philosopher comes through, proposes a theory, which is their philosophy, right? And then someone else comes along and either says, yeah, I think this philosophy is right, here's why, or I think this philosophy is wrong, here's why, or says this philosophy is, like, close to correct, but here is where the differences should be, and then that's how you come up with new and more philosophies, right? It's an ever evolving field, I would say. Some popular ones that I can think of off the top of my head are like Stoicism, Nihilism. Stoicism is like the idea that you can't control the things that happen to you, only how you respond to those things that happen. In other words, you're not in control of anything besides yourself. Nihilism is the philosophy. It's very pessimistic philosophy in that basically all is for naught, and nothing, everything will be reduced to nothing one day, so why does it matter? I can think of like cynicism, which I couldn't do like a great job at describing. What else? It's like altruism might be a type of philosophy. There's many more that I'm missing, but then you get into like ethics, and then there's all kinds of different kinds of ethics, which is like utilitarianism, hedonism, psychological egoism. What other ethics can I remember? I like ethics a lot. I'm blanking though. I am blanking. I don't necessarily have a favorite philosophy or like a type of philosophy that I necessarily subscribe to. And same with ethics, right? Like I would describe myself as an ethical pluralist, just meaning that I subscribe to multiple different types of ethics. I do really like utilitarianism, but it's like not the end all be all. I like certain parts of like naturalism. I do like hedonism to an extent. And then you get into like psychological egoism. I'm like not a huge fan of that. And there are many that I'm forgetting, and many more that I don't know about yet. Let's see here. Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Philosophy Student Plays Schrodinger's Call. Last episode, we dug into Lucy's story quite a bit with her son William. Let me back up a bit. We play as this girl named Mary, and we are the world's last confidant, whatever the hell that means. Basically, we've got this ethereal phone in front of us, and the phone makes phone calls to people that are dead or about to die. The game's like kind of confusing on that point. And we are more or less helping people with their problems. So last episode, we talked to Lucy and learned all about her and her son. Oh, and everyone's like losing their memories, and that's what we're like helping people to do, right? Is to remember. And we find out that Lucy went to prison for taking the blame for her son, who killed a moneylender, and basically all she really wanted was like her son to be as happy and as trauma-free as possible. So she took the blame for him, and now I don't think we're gonna be talking to Lucy anymore. I feel like we're gonna get into all new characters. Is there a kind of philosophy about politics? Absolutely. There is many famous political philosophers. Karl Marx, I'm pretty sure Rousseau is a political, or no, John Riquet. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's like a French political philosopher. And like the philosophies of politics, you might be familiar with like some of the words. Like capitalism is a philosophical, is a political philosophy. Socialism is a political philosophy. Democracy is a political philosophy. Federalism is a political philosophy. What do we got? Communism, socialism, federalism, democratic, republican, conservatism. Those are like the main ones that come to my head. Though, of course, I'm forgetting many and don't know of many more. Anarchism is a form of is a political philosophy. I haven't dived too much into political philosophy yet, but I will be reading some Karl Marx very soon. I just picked this up the other day. Haven't started it yet. Don't know when I'm gonna start it yet, to be honest. I've got a lot of books to read. Would use the @everyone command when you post. Yeah, it's probably a good point. Probably a good point. Okay, let's jump into episode 2. Let's see if I can remember everybody's voices. Well, I guess there's only 2, especially if we're not going to see Lucy again. It's just Mary and the cat that I need to remember. I can do that. What was I doing? You acted out arrest of the unfinished call, Mary. And after I tried to warn you... The unfinished call? Right, I pretended to be William to help Lucy. And then I ended up in a strange room. What was that? Let's ask about the room. Why did I end up in that room? Just when I thought the call was over. That blue room. I don't recognize it at all. Yet for some reason it feels familiar. About Lucy. This phone is so... It's just one thing after another. You finally called me Mama. I'm so happy. Thank you. And to you on the other end of the line, thank you. And goodbye. Who the hell's calling me? 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. In her final moments, Lucy was saved, just like John was, at least according to Hamlet. If so, I hope she's finally at peace. I really do. Thank you to on the other end of the line. Okay, I guess we talk to the cat now. Now, no need to be dispirited. You did, in fact, save Lucy. Despite my repeated warnings, as unorthodox as your methods were, they were undeniably successful. You freed Lucy of her past regrets. She let go and succumbed to death. Just like John, her cycle of life and death was finally broken. Is that a good thing? Did I help her? But of course, take pride in your achievements. You saved Lucy and she died happy. What more could one ask for? Did she? I guess that is good. Indeed, you've done well so far. Now keep it up for the next spirit. The next? Who's next? Can I even do anything? You share an emotional wavelength with them. Only you can truly empathize with their woes. Only I can. Mary, need I remind you, you are the world's last confidant. It is also in your best interest. Mine? Remember, Mary, there are still many spirits on the line waiting for you to connect with them. And with that, I shall leave the rest to you. Farewell. Wait, stop running off on me. I still have questions. What am I supposed to do now? What's next for me? According to Hamlet, there are still spirits waiting on the other end of the line. They're waiting for me. People shouldering huge burdens, just like Lucy, want to speak to me. Huh? The phone's ringing. Is that one of the spirits? I feel something unsettling coming from the phone. If I strain my eyes, I can sense a presence on the other side. And not just one, I hear many of them breathing. Hello? Hello? I hear countless voices all talking over each other. They're all desperate for someone to listen, just like Lucy was. Others are suffering just like her. Yes, and you're one of them, Mary. Sorry, me? Yes, you also carry grief deep within. That's what allowed you to empathize with Lucy's burdens. Don't you remember? Have you forgotten your own suffering? I don't remember. Your conviction is holding you back. Because of your strong conviction, you still cannot accept your suffering. So answer me this. What conviction did you hold? I couldn't accept my own suffering because of my conviction? Wait, do we choose the same option that we chose earlier? I want to live for someone else. Or is this, the way it was worded before was like past tense, wasn't it? And this is more like present tense. But I guess I haven't really changed my mind. And I wish it was worded that, like, I want to live for others rather than, like, someone specific. I don't know. I feel like that's part of, like, social contract, right? Colton, if you're still here, social contract theory is another kind of ethics. Got any games planning to play after this? Today or like after we're done with this game? Oh, I just realized I'm in the way of this decision. After I'm done with this game, yes, I've got a few things on the wish list, but I don't know which game specifically I'm gonna play yet. I'm gonna say I want to live for someone else. I want to live for someone else. Yes, Mary, try to recall your own burdens. My own burdens. It's on the tip of my tongue. Between envy towards friends and self-hatred. Tell me, Mary. In your eyes, which is truly more painful to experience? Envy towards friends or self-hatred? It's an interesting question. I think it's self-hatred because, the envy towards friends, like, friends can come and go. You can also shut out a friend if, like, you're feeling envious towards them, right? Whereas, like, self-hatred, yeah, it's something you can work on, but there's never, like, you can't just close the door on yourself, right? Like, you have to work through it. Whereas, like, yeah, in the same sense, you can work through the envy towards a friend, but you also just have the option of disregarding it altogether, right? Where you don't have that option in self-hatred. Do I like this game? I love this game. I really do. I not quite sure how to feel about, like, visual novels as a whole yet. Like, I don't know. It's like one of those things where you can argue it's, like, not even really a game. It's more of like I've more or less been reading a story to everyone on stream and video, right? But I don't know. I like a good story. And as long as you've got one, I really don't mind sitting through it. And the music is so good. Look at this music so hard. More painful to me? Self-hatred, maybe. Self-hatred. The voices, they're getting clearer. It's just like Hamlet said. My answer is converging the spirits into one. They're transforming into someone who shares my grief. Oh, you felt self-hatred before as well. Keep hating yourself and you'll grow to hate everyone. True. In fact, you may even lose the ability to love. Say, have you been taking care of yourself, or have you not? I've been taking care, I haven't been taking care, I've been taking care of anyone, I can't remember. I've been taking care of myself. At this moment in my life, yes. I've been taking care of myself, I think. I see, maybe I was overthinking things. Seems my worries were unfounded. Mary, it looks like you have just as much on your plate as I do. Perhaps we should save my problems for another time. Ah, Mary, you've felt self-hatred before as well. All I ever did was hate myself too. My confidence was shot. Every day felt meaningless. Seems you and I have common ground, Mary. Common ground is good. Not sure we have common ground. I don't get along with anyone. Common ground isn't good. No, common ground is good. Finding common ground is always good, right? Of course, it's the first step to getting to truly know someone. Though if we get along too well, you might start comparing yourself to me and spiral yourself. Your name's Mary, right? I feel like you and I are cut from the same cloth, because I can relate to your self-hatred. So I'd like you to listen to my story. I feel you'd understand. After all, our most tragic memories are alike. You know, Lucy said the same thing, and her most tragic memory was taking the blame for the person her son murdered. And I don't know if I can relate, but, they are? Yeah. I once did something horrible to a dear friend of mine. Because of that, we couldn't achieve our dreams together. What made me do such a horrible thing? Well, I think now I finally understand. Or I will if I talk to you about it. After all, you also have tragic memories about a friend, don't you? I do? Don't remember, I remember. Tragic memories of a friend is something that I did wrong to them? I don't think I remember. Mary, could you do me a favor? I want you to ask me. Please ask me. Who am I? What's my name? Who are you? My name is Thomas. Okay. Wasn't Lucy also a fox? This is a fox, right? Oh, what does Thomas sound like? I feel like he's a shy, quaint fox. My name's Thomas. You and I share the same feelings. What feelings, you may ask? You said it yourself. Self-hatred. 8052 is Thomas's number. Put down the phone. Ding. That's it then. After Lucy, the next person for me to save is Thomas. About Thomas. Thomas, of course, I don't know who he is, or maybe I've just forgotten. Either way, I don't think I can leave him alone. My name's Thomas. You and I share the same feelings. What feelings, you may ask? You said it yourself. Self-hatred. Self-hatred. I can relate. Very, very much. I suspect my memories must be hidden within his self-hatred. So this isn't just about saving him. It's about learning about my own past, too. My past. Who exactly am I? Where was I born? Who did I live with? What sort of life did I lead? I don't remember anything, yet I feel hatred deep within me. If Thomas shares this feeling, then I want to call him and try to figure this out together. Alright, let's call him. 8052. Planning to stream for? I'm gonna try to get through all of this episode, which last episode was like 3 hours, so about 3 hours, give or take. Yeah, probably till about 6:37. Did the call go through? Hello? Hello? No response. There's no response, and yet I sense a presence. What can I say? Introduce yourself. I'm Mary. I really want to talk to you. Hello? Are you Thomas? My name's Mary. Where am I? His voice is so hoarse. Well, it's hoarse? Like it could be snuffed out at any second. Please, tell me, where am I? Quickly! It's so dark! Where are you? Can you touch anything? Thomas, is there anything you can touch nearby? Touch? Something I can touch? Oh, what's this? Thick, soft, like cloth or silk? Cloth? Silk? Yeah, it's very thick, very big and wide. Pause. Even if I stretch out my arms, it's still wider. like a wall spreading out in front of me. A wall like cloth? Yes, a gigantic wall of cloth towering over me. Somewhere with a wall like cloth. I should write that down just in case. Let me jot that down. Can you see anything? We can try brainstorming this together. What I see, there's the sun. I see the sun. The sun? Thomas, are you calling me from outside? From a phone booth, perhaps? No, I'm not outside. It's dark everywhere I look. How's it dark and the sun's out? Yeah, I'm in the darkness. I see the sun. Many suns, in fact. Oh, he's in space. I should jot that down. Can you hear anything? The sound of ice falling. Lots and lots of ice. Taka, taka, taka. Is this even ice? Ice? Or something that sounds like it? There's clacking, but also rumbling, like a quake. Ice falling, taka, taka, in a deep, deep rumbling. Lots of ice falling. I should jot that down. I have a feeling I know where Thomas is. I just remembered something. Oh, what is it? This place. It's filled with my hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams? It must be important to you then. Mary, where am I? Please tell me you figured it out. Could it be Thomas's location? Based on what he said, he might be describing something metaphorically. Let me check my notebook. Okay, well, my guess was space. Many suns in the dark. Wall-like cloth. Wall-like cloth makes me think theater. Sound of falling ice crashing. Many suns in the dark. Many suns in the dark could be like a projector also, as far as like a theater goes. I think I might go theater. Night Road doesn't really make sense. I could see a basement, like he's just like stuck in a dark basement with that has like a big cloth on the wall or something. But I feel like theater makes the most sense. Thomas, are you in a theater perhaps? What? A theater? I see, this is a theater. Ah, did I get it right? Thomas is at the theater. I drew a big picture of it. So that theater, I'm still there. That theater. You know what theater you're in right now? Yeah, in fact, I just don't know it. It's everything I've dreamed of. It's irreplaceable to me. Ah, that's what you meant by hopes and dreams. You sound calmer now. I do feel better. If you don't mind, would you like to talk? Sure. About your dreams. So, you said this theater is everything you've dreamed of. Why is that? This place gives people hope and dreams, no matter how downtrodden they are. Even during their darkest hours, this theater captures their hearts and puts smiles on their faces, like any good theater should. And yet, for some reason, I can't seem to remember what happened in the theater, what made it such fun. It's all a blur to me. A blur and a whirlwind of anxiety. I see. I'm sorry, I wish I could tell you more. It's fine. Don't worry yourself to remember. Oh, force yourself to remember. I'm trying to... Darn it. I can't remember anything else about the theater. What sort of theater are you in? This here's my father's theater. Your father's? He owned it? That he did. He's a famous playwright. This is where they performed the plays he wrote. We always had a full house. Every new play Father wrote became the talk of the town. They'd be on the front page of every newspaper out there. Wow. Incredible, right? I was just one of many fans of his work. About self-hatred. Sorry, this might be a bit of a weird question. Right, so, Thomas, you and me, didn't we harbor the same feelings? The same feelings? Self-hatred. Thomas, haven't you ever felt that way? I have. Thought so. How about you, Mary? Have you ever felt self-hatred? I have. I'm sure I have. Problem is, I don't remember anything about my past or who I am. I have no idea what I did or why I hated myself. But despite my lack of memories, this feeling, self-hatred, is the only thing I'm sure of. I think I understand you, how you feel, because I feel the same way. Have you ever hated yourself? Say, Thomas, during your life, when did you feel how self-hatred? Self-hatred? Let's see. Who I hurt. I did something horrible to my friend. My friend, right? Her name was... It was, her name, no, I can't remember. No, I should be able to remember. How could I not after what was it? What did I do for her? Her name, it was... I forgot. No, I didn't forget. I just don't want to remember. Deep down, I remember her name and what I did. I just don't want to remember. I want to die in blissful ignorance. Thomas, calm down. I promised I would bring her here. But you've forgotten her? Yes, No, wait. It's not just her. Where am I? Where? Thomas, you're in the theater. The theater filled with your hopes and dreams. A theater? What's that? What's a theater? What do you mean theater? My dreams? What are my dreams? You already forgot. Thomas, please, hold on to your memories of the theater. What's in the notebook? Wall-like cloth. Thomas, earlier you mentioned a giant wall-like cloth. Could that be a giant wall-like cloth? He means the stage curtains. Thomas, by giant wall-like cloth, you mean the stage curtains, right? Yeah, it's the curtains. If I reach out, yeah, I feel them. I can feel the curtains. It's always so exciting when the curtains open. It's like opening the door to a brand new world. I like how we're kind of like, we're using like, grounding methods of like what you can like, your like 5 senses, to kind of like, to ground our mind here. Like something you can see, something you can hear, something you can feel, to kind of, to bring Thomas, his mind back to, oh, what's the right word? Basically just to calm his mind, right? We're like using those methods. That's really nice. I'd always be on the edge of my seat waiting for that one magical moment. You sound so excited, Thomas. You won't forget the theater now, will you? I don't know. Thomas, please, hold on to your memories of the theater. Many suns. Thomas, you said before you can see many suns in the darkness, right? Does that mean by suns in the darkness he means theater spotlights is my guess. Thomas, by suns in the darkness you mean the theater spotlights, right? Yeah, that's it. They're spotlights. Huge lights shining down on me from the ceiling. They make me feel like a star. The theater spotlights are like the sun to me. You sound so excited, Thomas. You won't forget the theater now, will you? Oh no, Thomas, please. This, I don't know exactly what this sound is. Thomas, you said earlier that you can hear the sound of ice falling. Is that perhaps... What is jeers? I gotta look up what jeers is. To deride with mocking and insulting remarks or sounds. Mocking and insulting remark or sound. I guess we're gonna go applause then. I would not say that applause sounds like ice falling though. But then again, neither would like insults from the crowd. So I'm just gonna pick the more positive option here. Falling ice is actually the audience clapping, isn't it? Yes, it's the audience's applause. If I hold my breath, yes, it's there. I can hear the applause echoing throughout. Mary, have you ever given actors a round of applause? It's a tremendous sound, like hail and fireworks going off throughout the whole theater. You sound so excited, Thomas. You won't forget the theater now, will you? Yeah, I remember now. Oh, Thomas, thank goodness. Right now, I'm in my father's theater. You told me that earlier. Right, and I promised her that I'd make her an actress. I promised that I'd bring her to my father's theater and make her an actress. Thomas, what do you... And yet, even though I promised... Thomas? Sounds like he couldn't keep the promise he made to his friend. Maybe I shouldn't dig any deeper. But wait, what if that promise... What if it's connected to my self-hatred? Should I ask him? Or maybe I shouldn't. Did Thomas keep his promise? Interesting. In general, I'm a fan of, being pretty direct. I feel like, beating around the bush, so to speak, is like, not helpful in most situations. However, in this situation, where, like, asking something directly could, like, trigger something might be bad. I still kind of want to do it, though. I'm gonna do it. Let's just... You know, sorry if it's a touchy subject. We don't have to, like, bring it back up afterwards, I guess. But, let's just find out for sure instead of assuming or waiting so long for it to come up again, right? Thomas, sorry if this is an unpleasant topic, but about the promise you made to your friend. Thomas? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. You don't have to tell me. Again, sorry. Thomas? I just remembered. Her name was... Leah. Leah? I'm gonna say Leah. I think it's Leah. Thomas? Hello? What's wrong? Are you there? Did the call cut out? Down the phone. Thomas isn't responding. I ended the call, but was that really for the better? Why, of course it was, Mary. You've been following the protocol to a T. That's something to be proud of. Hamlet, you keep appearing and disappearing over and over again. Please make up your mind already. You wish me to make up my mind? To be or not to be? Which would you rather, Mary? That I be here or not? Huh? You're putting me on the spot here. I think I'd prefer if you were, here. Here. I'd rather you here than not. Very well. Then I shall stay a while. You say that, but I bet you're going to disappear again soon. True. I love Hamlet. Thomas is the spirit I met after Lucy. Lucy had her own troubles, as does he. They all have unfinished business. Leah. I wonder if I can save him. Maybe if I talk to him a bit more. So we just immediately calling him back? We try to talk to Kitty? No need to be flustered, Mary. As I said, You are following protocol in regards to Thomas. What protocol? What do you mean protocol, anyway? Remember how you dealt with Lucy? The two of you went through the same steps. With Lucy, I called her, then put the phone down, then the phone rang, and then I answered. It connected to Lucy's past, back when she called her son, William, from a phone booth. Is that what's going to happen with Thomas? Indeed it will. Oh, the phone's ringing. Speak of the devil, this shall be a call from Thomas's past. Do lend him an ear. And with that, I shall take my leave. Already? Hamlet's gone already? What happened to staying a while? That's what I'm saying. A call from Thomas's past. Could it be his final call? Did the call go through? Hello? Is this Leah? Morning, Leah. Thought I'd give you a call today as well. How are you feeling? As I thought, this is from Thomas's past. His unfinished call. He's calling Leah, his friend. Okay, so... I'm kind of confused on this part, because one time, I'm pretty sure we said we were someone we weren't, and they freaked out about it. They're like, no, you're not them, you're not them. But then, like, the last phone call we had with, Lucy, we, like, spoke as William to her, and it was, like, the good thing. But, I don't know, since I'm unsure, I'm just gonna opt to tell the truth, I think. The words won't leave my mouth. This is what happened with Lucy, too. I'm hearing this from Leah's side. All I can do is listen in silence. Good news, Leah. You're gonna be an actress. Father wants to create a new play with you as the lead. He truly believes in your talent. He said you're going to be famous one day. So he wants you to come visit. Don't worry, you'll be in good hands. Father's writing the script himself. He'll make you shine like a star. Father and I, will be waiting for you at the theater. I'll come to the theater. It's fine, Leah. Take as long as you need. I'll wait for your answer, however long it takes. I have an answer right now. Leah, I know I did something horrible to you. That's why you won't say anything. Is Thomas getting quieter? Aren't you? He's so quiet, I can barely hear him. In that moment, the moon fell to our world. The moon fell. So this was the final call of Thomas's life. But why didn't Leah answer him? I should put the phone down and think this through. They keep referencing this, like, blank character, and I'm really interested in, like, who or what that's gonna end up being. Thomas was desperately calling out to Leah. Yet she didn't say a word. Thomas's situation. Thomas's unfinished call. It cut off suddenly, just like Lucy's. I assume it was the moon again. Makes sense. It wouldn't have fallen at the same time for everyone. Yeah, that's true, but like... I don't know. I feel like we're talking about like seconds or minutes of difference here. maybe not. Like, the moon is, like, significantly smaller than the Earth, right? So, like, if it crashed into Earth, the people on the, like, it might not even, like, immediately kill the people on the other side. I mean, I guess, like, I don't know. That'd be interesting. That should be really interesting in, like, the physics and gravity of, like, what that does, if that were to ever happen. But unlike Lucy's, I couldn't hear most of it. I have no idea what Leah said, and Thomas's voice got so quiet at the end I couldn't hear him either. Words I couldn't hear. What did he say just before the moon fell? Perhaps before I ask him, I should go over everything so far. Before I call Thomas, I should go over what I know about him in my notebook. Thomas's friend. Thomas called out to a girl named Leah in his unfinished call. Leah was Thomas's friend, right? Just like Lucy. Mid-call, the moon suddenly fell and crashed into our world. I can't picture Leah's face all of a sudden. Jot it down. I already drew it. Is this really what she looked like? Speaking of, didn't Thomas say... I promised that I'd bring her to my father's theater and make her an actress. Make her an actress, huh? Okay, that should do it. How did it turn out? I wonder, did he ever fulfill that promise? Come to think of it, didn't he say in his unfinished call, he truly believes in your talent. Father's writing the script himself. He'll make you shine like a star. I should write that down before I forget. Maybe I put too much effort into this drawing. Thomas's father. Ooh, was he a no-name playwright or a famous playwright? He's famous, right? I believe he's a famous playwright. Thomas said his father was a famous playwright. He must have been very influential to have his own theater. From what I can tell, Leah dreamed of becoming an actress. So Thomas asked his father to grant her wish, and it sounds like he said yes. He was willing to write a play starring Leah. What a wonderful father. Which means... was Leah able to become an actress like she wanted? I'm gonna guess no. It's fine, Leah. Take as long as you need. I'll wait for your answer, however long it takes. Her dream was going to come true, but she didn't say a word. Thomas cared about her enough to wait forever if need be. Question is, why did Leah keep him waiting? I think that about sums it up. Something else sticks out to me. Muffled voice. By the end of the call, Thomas's voice was really faint. Leah, I know I did something horrible to you. Aren't you? He's so quiet I can barely hear him. What did he say? Why couldn't I hear it? I could with Lucy. I'd better jot this down. Oh, hi, Hamlet. When did you get here? Oh, I'll leave that to your imagination. I'm here to answer your questions. I figured. Oh, what to do? Maybe I should speak to Hamlet first. Allow me to guess. Why couldn't I hear Thomas at the end of his unfinished call? Yes, exactly. Do you truly wish to know? If that is the case, scratch my back, Mary. Gently, if you will. Never mind, I'll figure it out myself. Aw, pet that kitty's back. Besides, whatever answer you give me will probably be another riddle in itself. An interesting reaction. Very well, I shall tell you for free, just this once, for I am the nicest mathematician in the world. Indeed, you could not hear the end of that unfinished call because Thomas's memory is more unstable than Lucy's. What do you mean? His precious memories are slipping away. Wait, wasn't that the case with Lucy too? Ah, but Thomas's instability is a step above. Not to worry, though. You're here for him, Mary. Me? Call him, Mary. Restore his memories. Only then will you hear the unfinished call in full. I'm not sure I'll be able to. Fret not. You need only listen, and all shall be well. I'll try, I guess. I don't even know what that says. Maybe this drawing is a bit much. Actually don't remember his number anymore. 8052, okay. Eight, 5, 2. Oh, Thomas. Hello? Hi, Mary. Are you sure you're okay? Sorry for losing myself like that, but it won't happen again because you called me. I appreciate it. So, Mary, you're our world's last confidant, right? There's a lot I want to ask you. May I? Yes, of course. About the unfinished call. Thomas, have you heard of unfinished calls? Unfinished? Is there something special about them? Right, of course. Basically, I just listened to the final call of your life. The final call of my life? Yes, exactly. And what happened? What did I say? I don't remember a thing. Who was I talking to in my final moments? You really don't remember, huh? In your unfinished call, you were talking to your friend Leah. Leah? Leah's the one you called. Of course, who else but her? Is it that obvious in hindsight? Yeah, our calls were Leah's only connection to the outside world. Her only connection? What do you mean? It's a bit hard to explain. Our relationship was special. Thomas, what sort of friend was Leah to you? Leah, huh? Let's see. She was very honest, diligent, smart, yet competitive to a fault. She had a beautiful voice. I loved her voice. Yeah, that's the one thing I'll never forget. Thomas, your stories about the theater are always so wonderful. Yes, let's keep going. I'd love to learn more about theater. Leah, I hope she's okay. She is okay. I know she is. She's going to become an actress after all. Dying now would be such a waste. Becoming an actress, that's her destiny. Hey, why couldn't Leah become an actress? She didn't. But Thomas, you promised you'd make her one. Yeah, I did. I remember it clear as day. And I was so close to fulfilling it, but something happened to her, which made it impossible. But what exactly, I don't know. Mary, I can't remember. Thomas. Where's the notebook? Didn't give Thomas an answer. By the way, Thomas, in your call, you said Leah could become an actress and your father would help her. Did I? What did Leah say? Leah said nothing. Nothing? Did she not hear me? I assume she did, but she didn't respond. In fact, Leah didn't say a single word in the entire call. Nothing at all? Yes, any idea why? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe she... No, I don't... Thomas, are you okay? I'm fine. You told her that your father was writing a play with her as the lead. Yeah, I remember. My father's a famous playwright. He's also the owner of this theater. If he put his mind to it, he could write an incredible play that'd make Leah shine, and he did, and yet... Yet what? Did something go wrong? Leah's play was never performed. That's why she never became an actress. Why wasn't it performed? Why? I don't remember. Did your father actually write the script? I'm not sure. I can't remember if he did or not. That's fine then. About your unfinished call. The final call of my life? That one, yes. I actually couldn't hear part of it. Which part? The last bit, right before the moon fell and the world ended. You kept speaking, but your voice grew quieter and quieter until I couldn't hear you anymore. So if you could hear that, then maybe you could figure out why Leah never said anything. But then again, maybe Leah did talk and you just couldn't hear her. I wonder. That must have been it. Leah and I were incredibly close. Surely she would have at least said something. I suppose. Is there any way for you to decipher the last bit? About that. Apparently, I'm having trouble hearing it because your memory is unstable. So if your memory were restored, I assumed I'd be able to. If you could just recall more about the things that were important to you. Leah. Like Leah, perhaps. I see. I do want to remember them too, both Leah and the theater. Honestly, the thought of remembering scared me. Not sure why, though. But thanks to you, Mary, I think I'm ready now. If I get my memories back, you can hear the rest of the call, right? I believe so. I want to get my memories back, but how do I do that? I don't know. Mary, can't you figure something out? You have a special phone, don't you? It let you listen in on my final call earlier. Maybe... Oh, skip. Mary, please. I want my memories of Leah back. Okay. I want to know more about Leah, too. Thank you, Mary. I'm going to hang up for a bit, okay? Just wait right there. Okay, good luck, Mary. I'll see if I can remember anything as well. Okay, don't push yourself, though. I'll call you back. Put down the phone. Thomas. He begged me so desperately. I couldn't turn him down. Can we really restore his memories? I may have to give it my all. Nothing in this room is related to Thomas. I have to think of something. Cat? If only Hamlet were here. Why, hello again, Mary. All going smoothly, I take it. Hamlet, thank goodness you're here. I need to ask you something. It's about Thomas. I want to restore his memories. My, he really is placing all his bets on you. Well done, Mary. You're certainly living up to the title of the world's last confidant. What? You're doing a good job. And would you believe it? You've earned new third-party numbers. Third party? What was that again? Oh, people who can no doubt lend you a helping hand, or paw if you prefer. I've written them down in your notebook, the third party numbers, that is. Give it a look later. Sure. Now, shall I once again take my leave? Be sure to check your notebook for the third party numbers. And with that, I bid you good luck. Wait, could you explain? Alright. $9,200? Who's Checo and Ira? Alright, 9,200. Who's about to pick up? Oh, is this the frog? What's a frog sound like? Greetings! You've reached the playwright who turns frowns upside down, comedy genius Checo the Great. Apologies, but I, Checo the Great, am currently away right now. So after the beep, if you please, put your best foot forward, worst foot forward, and give us your wittiest pun. If it is worthy, I, Checo of Greatness fame, will personally call you back. What? He wants to hear a pun. Seriously? How is this going to give me information on Thomas? Puns, I've got two ideas, actually. Both might work. Straightforward pun or really good pun? Dude, a really good pun, obviously. I'll give him an intellectual pun. I wonder if he'll even get it. A pun? Sorry, I'm not very phony. Not bad if I do say so myself. Your pun has been recorded. Checo the Great will personally hear it and decide if you are worthy of his time. Farewell. I wonder if he'll actually call back. I don't think that was a very good pun. It was okay. What now? There's not another number, right? Oh, 1276. I didn't even see that. 1276. And this is, Ira? Adra? First time calling this number. Hello? La la la, la di da. Is someone singing? La la la, la la la. You could never escape self-hatred. So you would always believe in, I wanna live for someone else. Oh my, when did I start singing? Hello? Oh dear, did you hear all that? Yes. Well, how was it? Did I sound good? Took a few heartstrings, maybe? How should I answer that? You're a great singer. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. You flatter me. I was just singing to myself because I have to, you see. You have to. Otherwise, I may forget something very important. Something important. Is it just me or does she sound sad? Listen, I was just going out on a walk, strolling along, humming to myself, when I saw it, the moon falling from the sky. And it was so fast. In fact, at first I thought it was going the other way, round, and I was going towards it. Like I was falling up into the sky, and I'd land in a crater or something. But no, the moon was falling towards me. I got so scared I started singing, as loud as I could. Because, can't be scared when you're belting it out at the top of your lungs. And I'm still singing, even now. I feel like if I keep singing, I can go back to before the moon fell. I know I'm repeating myself, but if I don't sing, I'll start to forget everything important to me. Oh, come to think of it, who are you? I'm Mary. Have you heard of me, perhaps? Mary, is it? Afraid I have no idea who you are. And I'd hardly think you know anything about me either. Let's start from the beginning then. My name's Ira. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Ira. Important thing. Hey, what's that important thing you don't want to forget? It's my memory of someone. A girl I've known for years. A girl? Could this be the key to restoring Thomas's memories? That girl. Ira, what you just said. The girl you don't want to forget. That girl's name, was it Leah? Would she happen to be named Leah? Leah, yes, that was her name. The girl I absolutely mustn't forget. Her name is Leah. Leah. Oh, thank you. I was about to forget her name. That's why I have to keep singing her name, to keep reminding myself about her. La la la, you could never escape self-hatred. So you would always believe in, I wanna live for someone else. It really takes me back. We used to sing this together all the time. I miss her voice, that clear angelic voice. Angelic? I wish I could have heard her too. Better jot that down. Tell me about Leah. Ira, could you tell me about Leah? You want to know more about Leah? What was your relation to Leah? My connection to Leah, what should I say? I know her friend Thomas. He's also forgetting things about Leah. It's eating at him really badly. That's why I'm looking for information on Leah to help him remember. You know Thomas? Yes, I've never met him in person, but we talked on the phone and became friends, I suppose. Becoming friends over the phone. What a coincidence. Just like Thomas and Leah. Were they the same? You don't know? I have some ideas, but nothing concrete. Thomas and Leah were phone pals. Phone pals? Yes, like pen pals, but over the phone. The two of them never once met in person. They bonded entirely over the phone. Just over the phone. Jotted. Friends who only knew each other over the phone. Yes, I don't think they ever met in person. Why not? Leah's parents wouldn't allow her to go outside. She was always stuck inside the mansion, day in, day out. Why didn't Leah's parents let her go out? Because it was dangerous for her outside. Outside was dangerous? Why didn't Leah's parents let her go out? Her parents were rather overbearing for one, and there was another reason. Leah was born blind, so her parents raised her entirely indoors. Blind, I see. I should definitely write that down. Jotted. Say, Ira, how do you know so much about Leah? That's because I worked at her home. I was a housekeeper since before she was born. I know everything about her from A to Z. Oh, that makes sense. What should I ask Ira about? This is a cool page. I like this page. Let's ask about, actress. Leah wanted to become an actress, right? Yes, very much so. Why did she want to become one? Why did she want to become one when, You don't need to dance around it. Why would a girl who can't see or even leave the house want to become an actress? Leah's never even attended a play, much less seen one. That's what everyone thinks, no? It's not hard to guess. Yes. Well, we have Thomas to thank for that. What did he do? He made her fall in love with theater. Poor girl had been kept inside from childhood, never once experienced the outside world. Then along came Thomas, who told her of the wonders of the stage, and the rest is history. Did he take her to the theater, even though she couldn't see anything? I'm afraid Leah never told me the specifics. All I know is Thomas's story of the theater thrilled her to no end. I see. I could ask Thomas about that. We'll see what Thomas has to say later. What should I ask Ira about? Answer. You might already know this, but apparently Leah recently was going to become an actress just like she wanted. Thomas managed to convince his father to write a play with her in it. You're going to be an actress. Father's writing the script himself. He'll make you shine like a star. We've already heard all this. And yet, Leah never responded to him. Thomas's father wrote a play starring Leah. His father was a very famous playwright, if I'm not mistaken. You're right. If he wrote a play for her, she truly might have become a bona fide actress overnight, but was it really Thomas's father who wrote it? Huh? I assume so. Something seems off. I feel as though someone else wrote it. Wait, the person who wrote the script was it not Thomas's father? His father was supposed to write the script for her act. Supposed to? Huh. Interesting. So, I'm guessing this is the option, Thomas himself. Maybe Thomas wrote it himself. Ah. Yes, that's it. That must be it. Oh, why didn't I consider that? Thomas wrote it. He wrote the script for Leah's play. But Thomas himself said his father did. Then both of them must have written one. Both? Did Thomas write a script for Leah? I'm sure of it. Father and son butting heads, each writing their own script for Leah's play. That's why they kept Leah waiting for so long. She waited by the phone all day, for a long, long time. Yes, that'd explain it. But then, in the end, Leah faced such a... Faced what? I'm sorry, I don't feel very well. I have to sing. Okay, sure. Are you okay? La la la, you could never escape self-hatred. Hyra? So you would always believe in, I want to live for someone else. La la la, everyone's calling you. I'll call you back. I can't hear Ira anymore. Seems there's something related to Leah that neither she nor Thomas can bear to talk about. It's on the phone. You could never escape self-hatred. Ugh. I've called both new numbers now. Time to go over what I've learned. Let's get Checo out of the way. The comedy playwright Checo, was it? The one I left a message for. I told him a really good pun. Sorry, I'm not very phony. I'm fairly confident in my wordplay, if I do say so myself. I wonder if Checo will call me back. He will. I know he will. Ira was a housekeeper at Leah's house. That's because I worked at her home, blah blah blah. I learned a lot about Leah from her. The girl with the voice of an angel. I wish I could have spoken to her. But what did Ira mean when she said Leah faced such a... Every answer just leads to more questions. Chico? Who could it be? Thomas, perhaps? Or is it Chico, returning my call? Chico? Froggy Man? Oh, Thomas. I want to talk to the frog. Mary! Phew, good I got through. Thomas? I tried remembering myself about Leah, the theater, and other things, but nothing clicked. Please help me, Mary. All my precious memories are slipping away. I can feel myself growing emptier inside. Think back. Think back with all your might, Thomas. I found out lots of stuff about Leah. Just calm down and I'll share it with you. Leah. Please, Mary, tell me about Leah. Who was she to me? I can't remember. Phone pals. She was your phone pal. You two often talked over the phone, right? Yeah, you're right. Leah was my phone pal. She couldn't leave the house, so I'd always talk to her over the phone. But why? Why couldn't Leah leave the house? She was an inquisitive girl, always wanting to explore the outside world. But she couldn't. Why? Why can't I remember anything about someone so important to me? Don't worry, I'll tell you. Leah couldn't leave the house because... she was blind. Everyone knows blind people can't leave the house, obviously. That's a joke. Her parents didn't allow her to go out because it was dangerous, right? Yeah, that's it. Leah was blind, that's why she couldn't leave the house. But she longed for the theater experience. That's why she called our theater. But what exactly did we talk about? I can't remember. Why? We were so close. Mary, what did we... It's okay, Thomas. If you two were that close, I'm sure it would all come back to you soon. They must have talked about many different things, but I imagine they mainly spoke about... probably theater, right? Did you talk about theater? You told her lots of amazing stories about theater, didn't you? That's how she grew so fond of it. And why she dreamed of becoming an actress, or so I heard. You're right. You're exactly right. Mary, I just remembered. Every day I'd read scripts out loud for her. And over time, it drew her deeper and deeper into a whole new world. Every day I looked forward to hearing Leah's voice. Yes, it's all coming back to me now. Each and every play we talked about. Leah loved my father's plays especially. Whenever we discussed a play, I felt like I'd become a living, breathing part of its world. Leah could always tell how a character truly felt, even if it wasn't part of the script. Each time she'd surprise me with something new, and each time my heart would flutter a little more. Reading scripts together was so much fun. It was like she was taking me by the hand to meet these characters in the flesh. I really admired her for that. Thank you, Mary. Truly. I managed to get back some of my most precious memories, all thanks to you. Sorry about earlier, by the way. I lost myself for a minute there. Could you refresh my mind? About Ira. By the way, Thomas, do you know Ira? Ira? Oh, Leah's housekeeper, right? She answered the phone for her a few times. Yes, that's her. She filled me in on a lot. Ah, no wonder you know so much about Leah. Color me impressed. You managed to find Ira as well. Mary, could we talk about Leah a bit more? Sure, I'd be happy to. Could you refresh my mind? You okay now? Are you okay now, Thomas? Yeah, I feel much better now. Thank you, Mary. You helped me remember so much about Leah. I'm really glad you're here. Good to hear. Could you refresh my mind? Is it just gonna be this page? Oh, we'll eventually get to this, hopefully. Thanks to Thomas. I heard Leah got into the theater because of you? Maybe. I did read her those plays, so in a sense that might have been the spark. But I don't think I deserve much credit. I gave her the opportunity. She grew to love theater on her own, and I'd really appreciated that. I see. No one else my age was into theater, you see. Leah, though, she was amazing. She only had to hear a script once, and she could perfectly recall every line. Just once. Yeah! That's why I'd read the same script twice. What for? I'd read it all out the first time, and then since Leah would memorize it, you see now, the second time we'd take turns picking parts for each other to act out. Sounds like fun. We'd do those back and forths almost every day. You called that often? Yeah, almost daily. Back then, I'd get excited just seeing the phone. I should jot that down. Phone pals. I heard you two were strictly phone pals. You really never met in person? No, not even once. But I know how she looks. I saw a picture of her. Wait, where'd I get the picture of her from? You refresh my mind? Not about where she got the picture from, right? This is just a different thing we're refreshing his memory about. According to Ira, Leah had the voice of an angel. She had, yes, that's right. Her voice was as clear as crystal, and it had this comforting warmth to it. The voice of an angel. Yeah, no better way to describe it. The first time I heard her speak... honestly, I was dumbstruck. How did you first hear her? The phone was in the ticket booth ring, and I just so happened to pick up. She called out of the blue. Her voice was so pretty. I'd never heard anything like it before. My jaw was on the floor. Jotted all that down. blind. Leah couldn't see, right? Yeah, that's why she relied on her hearing to experience the joys of theater. Sometimes she could hear bits of the play coming through my end. That was enough for her. Just from those sounds alone, the world of theater blossomed in her mind. She had so much fun chatting about it. We'd sit there and listen to the plays, and come up with new plot lines or dialogues for the side characters. Sounds nice. Is there anything else you know? Please, I want to hear more about Leah. There we go. Oh, by the way, Thomas, obviously you like theater. Have you ever acted in or written a play yourself? Iris said you were the one who wrote the script for Leah's play, although she might have been mistaken. Huh? Me write a script? Thomas, what's wrong? Did I really write a script as well? Ooh, dude, I fucking love this artwork. Holy shit. I never wrote a script. I wasn't supposed to write a script. Thomas, are you okay? Thomas? Thomas! Mary? I'm fine. Sorry about all that. Looks like my memory is unstable, just like you said. What happened? I almost remembered something unpleasant. Unpleasant? I'm fine, Mary. Mind if I hang up for a bit? I need a breather. Of course not. Take as long as you need. I'll call you back when I feel better. Thanks for understanding, Mary. I'll talk to you later. Interesting. Poor Thomas. I wonder if Thomas is okay. It sounded like he was in pain. It might have touched a nerve. One sec. Hi, Hamlet. Greetings once again, Mary. You're faring quite well, it seems. Hamlet. Hamlet, I can't say things are going well. And why is that? I may have touched a nerve with Thomas. The moment I asked had he ever written a play himself, he suddenly sounded like he was in pain. An obvious indication that his memories are returning. Fret not. You have not deviated from protocol in the slightest. Protocol? What protocol? You keep saying that, but what is it? I am referring to the steps to save Thomas, of course. Does that mean... Indeed, Thomas's soul is on track to being saved. After all, Thomas himself wished for his memories to return, no? That's true, I suppose. You've already jotted it down, how diligent... what? That Thomas wants his memories back. I've jotted the symbol down for you. Restoring Thomas's lost memories is your top priority. You are on track to saving him. Now go, learn more about the boy named Thomas. And with that, I shall be taking my leave. Wait, fear not, I shall return again, Mary. He's gone. Thomas was so happy talking about Leah, but I might have said something to ruin it. Thomas wishes for his memories to return. Well, I suppose, but then again, Thomas wants to remember Leah. Does he have to remember the scripts too? Maybe I should look into that. Alright, this is Checo. Could it be from Thomas? Hello? Who is this? It's Checo. Hello, is this Mary? Thanks for reaching out. Yes, I'm Mary, hello. Great, great. Just one thing I wanted to confirm with you. Sorry, who is this? What do you mean confirm? Are you the one who came up with the pun, sorry, I'm not very phony? Oh, are you the one I left the message for? That's I am, Checo the Great, at your service. Are you the one who came up with the pun, sorry, I'm not very phony? My pun was, sorry, I'm not very phony, right? Don't be so cold. Oh no, I said the wrong thing. I thought don't be so cold was like, hey, don't don't shit on me for my pun too hard. Oh man. I wouldn't say something like that. I knew it. I was right to doubt you. The world's last confidant, Mary, would never make such terrible puns. As such, I'll grant you one last chance. Come on, dig deep, Mary. Hit me with your best pun. My best? I'm not really in the mood right now, sorry. You're pulling my leg. Mary down in the dumps. Just a bit, yes. No, no, no. You gotta turn that frown upside down. No more bad times. It's now pun o'clock. A dash of humor's all you need to lift those spirits. Go on, give me your best shot, Mary. All right, then. Oh, I got... Hit me. I can't recall any good ones. I can't recall any good ones. No doubt about it. You're a legend, Mary. I'm in such awe, I could cry. You must have been a comedy writer yourself before the moon fell. I, too, was a humble merchant of chuckles once upon a time. I can tell you and I are cut from the same cloth. Should I be flattered? I don't feel like that's a compliment. All right then, Mary. Let's begin the conversations. Let's ask about Thomas. Let's just go in for it. Could I ask? What's that? You want a pun from me? Inquisitive today, aren't you, Mary? Not that. Do you know a boy named Thomas? Who cares? Let's talk puns instead. The cornerstone of comedy. Great puns make great playwrights. Trying to play off your ignorance like that. Why are you so nonchalant about your non-talent? Anyway, about Thomas. Thomas this, Thomas that. Put a sock in it. Yes, of course I know Thomas. I can tell you everything about him, and I can make it a pun to boot. Oh, okay. I want to know more about him, please, without the puns. What's that? You want more puns out of little old me? Let's go ahead and ask about puns, I guess. Just asking, why do you love puns so much? Why? Because I'm a comedy writer. Checo the Great, nonetheless. Gotta be well-versed in the art of wordplay to squeeze laughs out of an audience. Comedy hunts for clever puns, while tragedy preys on human misfortune. That's why tragedy writers are all hacks, like Thomas's old man. Oh, look at me. I like suffering entertaining. I write masterpieces that leave masses in tears. Patooey on his masterpieces. So he knows Thomas's father. Seems like Checo knew Tom. Yeah, you just said that. Thomas's father. Did you know Thomas's father too? Of course I did. Man soared up the sales charts like a bird. Built a whole new theater with the cash. All he did was make people cry, yet he sat happy on his high horse in his own darn theater. Even got his name plastered all over it. How's that fair? Grr. What gives him the right? He was just like me back in the old days. Oh, did you know him back then? Huh, did I? I didn't just know him. We were the best of friends. Oh, this is very personal to you then. Don't I know it? Everything changed the second he got famous. How so? We went from best friends to co-workers. He became the theater owner, and I punched tickets. That sounds less like co-workers and more like, up. We worked alongside each other, okay? I wore the finest clothing, punched the finest tickets with the finest hole punch. Though I admit Thomas's old man prepared it all. Took great pride in that theater, he did. Even us ticket punchers had top-notch uniforms. Regardless, I'm the one who taught Amos the art of ticket punching. You did? For sure. We worked in the ticket booth together. Taught him everything I knew. What's that? You want more puns out of little old me? Let's see. Thomas the understudy. You said you worked with Thomas. That's right. Lad and I worked the ticket booth together. Thomas's old man's theater, of course. You could say Thomas and I were co-workers. Ah, I see. Thomas, the lad wanted to be a playwright greater than his old man even. He manned the ticket booth. He manned the booth during the day, watched plays from the wings in the evenings, then stayed up all night practicing his script writing. Wow. Yeah, hardest worker I'd ever seen. His passion for theater ran real deep. What were his scripts like? Well, in terms of puns, he might have given me a run for my money. Not that. I'm more curious to know what the stories were about. He let me read a script of his once. It was, how do I put this? Not something you'd think a child wrote. What was it about? In short, the overarching theme was self-hatred. Everyone's got self-hatred, but the emotions most folks want to avoid, he tackled them head on. While I was lying in bed, dreaming up puns, Thomas slaved away at his desk, weaving stories all night long. I see. What's that? You want more puns? About Leah. Say, do you know anything about Leah? Leah? Leah. That rings a bell. Ah, the thing you pull to open a trap door. That's a lever. A monkey with a black and white tail. That's a lemur. Then what, pray tell, is a Leah? I need more information. Who or what is a Leah? Checo seems to know about Leah. Do I have anything to jog his memory? Phone pals. Could I ask about Leah again? I've heard she was Thomas's phone pal. His phone pal? Oh ho! Of course I know her, the blind girl, right? You knew? Yeah, sure, I knew. Can't count how many calls I took for him. Pipes like that on one so young. That girl's voice was too pretty for her own good. Too pretty. How are punchlines ever gonna land with that, eh? But with her voice, when I picture her acting in a tragedy like what Thomas's old man wrote, what then? If Lee had performed one of Thomas's old man's script, it would have gone down in history. What's that? You want... Okay. I wish I'd stop asking the same thing over and over. I heard she had a beautiful voice. Her voice was almost too beautiful, in fact. Even the best puns wouldn't land coming off a voice that sweet. Man, having trouble saying Checo's lines. Ugh. Is there anything else in this notebook? It does not appear so. No. About self-hatred. Do you happen to have self-hatred inside? Of course I do, isn't it obvious? Yes, of course. I have to prove it. I can't remember Thomas's old man's name. Huh? I can't. No, I just don't want to remember. Throughout my life, I'd always compare myself to him. I felt jealous and insignificant. Mary? Yes? Why? Why didn't my plays sell? They're filled with puns by Checo the Great. Everyone loves puns, don't they? Do you like puns, Mary? I like puns. Big pun guy. I'd say I like them. Then why didn't my plays sell? I wanted to be popular too. No, not just popular. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to unveil a new play alongside Thomas's old man. Checo the Great deserved to have adoring fans, to get asked for autographs, to get interviews and ride his high horse into the sunset, to put out a self-help book. I even had a title prepared: Trounce Your Rivals, 101 Ways to Sell Your Comedy. Anything. I'd do anything to be famous. I'd even write tragedies if I had to, darn it. Why couldn't I be famous? Why? I just wanted to get filthy rich and marry a pretty actress. I see. Huff, huff, huff. Ooh, are you okay? Phew, glad I got that off my chest. That's nice. Checo remembers Leah and Thomas. Maybe he knows about their calls. Actress. Apparently, Thomas promised Leah that he'd make her a lead actress. Do you know anything about that? Now that I think about it, yeah. Thomas came to me for advice once, said he'd promised to make her a star, but hadn't the means. Aha! Them future bigwigs sure love spinning larger-than-life tales. Lucky for him, his old man was already a world-famous playwright. So here's what I told him. Go ask your old man, or thereabouts. He said he didn't know how, so I coached him up on the wording too. I want Leah to star in one of your plays, father, and so off he went. How did it turn out? Went off without a hitch, believe it or not. Thomas worked up the courage to ask his old man. Then, almost overnight, Leah got cast in the leading role. Wow, that's amazing. Sure was. Jot that down. Thomas was over the moon when Leah got the part. But what happened to the script? What do you mean? Oh, it's just, my gut's telling me they butted heads over it. Can't put my finger on it, though. Come to think of it, what happened to the script for Leah's play? Can I ask about Leah's play? The script specifically. Who the hell wrote it? Did Thomas write it? Well, both Thomas and his old man said they wrote one, but the old man was never one to share credit. Are you sure? Of course I do. I recall enough to play them both in a one-man show. The scene opens with Thomas peering up, like so. You don't have to perform it. Both Thomas and his father wrote scripts for Leah's play. I'm pretty sure Iris said the same. Okay, jotted that down. After that, Thomas started wasting away right before our eyes. Couldn't bear to watch. Huh? What do you mean by that? Thomas got caught up in his own tragedy. Poor lad was too sensitive to write sad stories like that. Those who write tragedies end up in one. Caught up in tragedy? How do you mean? Thomas's face, I can't forget it. Checo? Thomas got thinner and thinner day after day. All I could do was watch. Even so, he just kept on writing. Checo, is something wrong? For some reason, my heart feels heavy. Mary, so much is coming back so quick. I'm tired. The puns aren't coming to me. Can we continue this later? Are you okay? I just need to catch my breath. Sorry, but I have to go. Okay, I understand. Goodbye for now, Checo. Thomas asked his father to put Leah in the lead role. He said yes, Leah got the part. Everything was going fine. But then Thomas wasted away? What did Checo mean by that? What happened to Thomas? Should I tell him about this? He does want to get his memories back. Oh, what to do? I found out Thomas asked his father to help make Leah an actress. But should I tell him? Thomas said he wants to remember. Why was that again? That's right, his unfinished call. Thomas wants to know what I couldn't hear in his unfinished call. The final call of his life. He's so quiet I can barely hear him. Thomas wants to know what happened next. So are we calling Thomas back now? Should we try to call Ira? Maybe we try to call Ira first. 1276 and then 8052 if she don't answer. 1276. I feel like she might not answer right now, but we'll see. Ira's not picking up. Did she remember something so painful she doesn't want to talk anymore? Okay. And then, is it 8056? I just double check real quick. 8052. Eight, 0, 5, 2. Mary, sorry for losing my mind earlier. Don't worry about it. Yeah, thanks. That break was just what I needed. Glad to hear. I want to get my memories back as soon as possible. I found something new. Do you want to know? You did? Yes, please tell me. I want to remember everything, and fast. Okay. Please, tell me everything, Mary. Why are you so eager? Because I want to know the last part of the call you told me about. My unfinished call, right? Yes, that's right, but that last part when his voice faded out. If I get my memories back, you can tell me what happened then. Leah and I were really close. I considered her my best friend, and I'm sure she felt that way about me too. Best friend. I'm sure if I tried that hard to reach her, she would have answered me. Don't you think? Leah would always answer me, right? I think so. I mean, I ain't talked to Leah one time yet. If the last thing Leah said was really, really important, or even if it was a bad joke, not knowing just, I don't know, hurts. Please tell me everything, Mary. Alright, what do we got? Thomas asked his father to give Leah the starring role. Thomas, you asked your father for a favor. You wanted him to make a play starring Leah. What? I asked father for a favor? Yes, you did. For Leah's sake, from the bottom of your heart. Do you remember? Oh yeah, father, he was always so busy. I hardly ever saw him, but I called him up and asked, Mary, what happened after that? I know I'm getting close. I just realized this is wrote on like a timeline to the fall of the moon. That's really fun. So next thing that happened was each wrote their own script. Apparently, you and your father each wrote your own scripts for Leah. Huh? But writing scripts was father's job. Me write? What good would that do? Hey, don't say that. But it's true. Compared to father's, mine were worthless. Besides, I'm not allowed to write scripts anymore. Wait, why would father write a script for Leah in the first place? Mary, do you know? I know I'm getting close. I'm worried we're like missing something in the middle here. But we'll go next. You kept your promise. Leah got the starring role. Preparations for the play were well underway, no? You have nothing to feel guilty about. I kept my promise. Yes, you promised to make Leah an actress, and that's what you did. No, you're wrong. Huh? But didn't she get the part? Not that. The whole play. The play was never performed. I broke my promise. Only because the moon fell. That's not your fault, Thomas. No, you're wrong, Mary. That's not it. I broke my promise. I ruined Leah's dream. How could I forget? Leah, I have to call her. It should go through. Today is the day, Leah. We can finally talk again. Leah, say something. I know you're there. Leah! Thomas? Thomas, what's wrong? Thomas? It's no use. The line's dead. I feel like we're missing, like, one more key thing. Did Thomas get some of his memories back? He seemed really upset. I hope he's okay. Who do we think this is? This might be Ira, huh? Or it could be Leah? Actually really curious who this is. Good news, Leah. You're gonna be an actress. Father wants to create a new play with you as the lead. He truly believes in your talent. He said you're gonna be famous one day, so he wants you to come visit. Don't worry, you'll be in good hands. Father's writing the script himself. He'll make you shine like a star. Father and I will be waiting for you at the theater. It's fine, Leah. Take as long as you need. I'll wait for your answer, however long it takes. This is the same conversation. Did something to you. That's why you won't say anything to me. I can hear Thomas so much better now. There's still some muffled parts here and there, but I think I get what he's trying to say. You're still mad at me, aren't you? You didn't... I know, so you'll never pick up again. Even though I know I'll never get through to you. I can't help it. I still keep trying to call. I keep talking into the silent phone over and over again. She'll never pick up again. What's going on? Is Leah not even on the phone? Leah, please. I want you to pick up, please. Leah. Thomas's call was never connected all along. And then just like that, the moon fell? What was that all about? It wasn't that Leah refused to say anything. She never picked up at all? Intriguing! Quite the plot twist, no? To think that Thomas's unfinished call never connected in the first place. Hamlet. Was he just talking to himself the whole time? Indeed, a tragic monologue, one might call it. Does that even count as an unfinished call? It does, so long as the desire to connect remains. The desire to connect. I should jot this down. Leah never picked up, not even once. Thomas's unfinished call. Never got through to Leah. Why would anyone be on the phone with no one on the other side? What made Thomas do that? Why not ask him yourself? I'm scared to face him. I think I'd rather find out what happened first. What should I do now? What do I do now? I want to figure out what happened before talking to Thomas, but who would know about it? Maybe we could try one of these numbers again? Let's try to talk to Kat. In that case, I dare say actions speak louder than thoughts. Perhaps you should ask someone familiar with the situation. Who could possibly... Now, calm down. Why is it that Leah did not answer the phone? Why not ask someone who might hold the answer? That's gonna be Ira, right? 1276. Where do I go from here? Who should I tell? Why didn't Leah pick up? Ira's gotta answer this time, dude. Enough already, Thomas. We have to forget about Leah. What? It's Mary. Ira, it's me, Mary. Oh, it's just you, Mary. Sorry, I just assumed... What was that about? You sounded like... You were angry. You were really angry about something. Oh, it's nothing. It's just, well, everything's back. Back? What is? My memories, they've come back. You remember now. Yes, that's why for a second, I thought it was Thomas calling. They assumed it was Thomas calling. Which memories came back? So this was before the moon fell. Thomas called the house over and over again, more times than I can count. That's why, well, when I heard the phone ring, I just assumed it was him. Is he calling all the time? You could say that, yes. Just at a specific time, every single day. The same time he used to talk to Leah. Did Leah die before she could, like, accept, the role? Maybe? But by that point, Leah wouldn't have picked up anyway. So I began to ignore the phone. It kept ringing throughout the house, over and over and over. After a while, I couldn't take it anymore and went out on walks before he'd call. I know it sounds creepy, but please don't blame Thomas. It's not his fault. Did he do that? The day the moon fell, too. You think Thomas called on the day the moon fell? I'm sure he did. Oh, I see. Ah, yes, that explains why. When the moon came roaring down, the house phone was ringing the whole time. I'm sure you're keen to ask, why didn't Leah pick up the phone? No? Yes. Okay, I'll tell you. You see, about a year before the moon fell, Leah ran away from home. All we had left of her was a single note. The poor girl went out on her own. That was the one thing she promised her parents she'd never do. But there was somewhere she just had to go, apparently. I'm sure I didn't need to spell it out for you. Was it the theater? Yes, she had her heart set on the theater, but not to attend a play or rehearse for one. It was to be with Thomas, no doubt. To see Thomas? Yes. Unfortunately, for all her courage, she was still a blind young girl going into town for the first time alone. She might have gotten lost, maybe she slipped and fallen into a ditch. Who's to say? All I know is she never made it to the theater. No one knows where she went. Leah went missing. We didn't realize she was gone until hours after the fact. We turned the town upside down looking for her, combed every nook and cranny from the town square to the outskirt ruins, up the mountains, through the forest, down the rivers, everywhere. We walked night and day, calling out, Leah, Leah, almost like we were singing. Everyone searched high and low, we spared no effort, but we never found her. A year passed, and the moon fell, and that was it, the end. Is that the burden you're carrying, Ira? Burden? I suppose it is, yes. All of it at this point. The fact Leah never came to me about going to the theater, how I didn't spot her the day she left, how long it took me to realize she was gone, how I couldn't find her. The more I looked for her, the more I knew Leah was gone. Having hope just made it hurt all the more. Perhaps that explains it. Why, when you spoke earlier, Mary, the first thing that came to my mind was a phone that wouldn't stop ringing. It was Thomas calling. I was too scared to face the music and pretend not to notice, but surely there was at least something I could have said to him, and yet I ignored it for a whole year. Ira, sorry for bringing all this up. I'm not sure if I can find the right words, but I'll tell Thomas for you. But don't worry, it'll be okay, I think. Really? Then I leave it in your hands, Mary. Okay. I'm holding you to that promise, Mary. Make Thomas smile again. I'm sure that's what Leah would want. She'd often say that she loves Thomas's scripts, and I think she would have wanted a different ending. She wouldn't want to see him hurting. So please, Mary, help Thomas. I will, trust me. I do, Mary. Thank you, Ira. You've been a great help. I should be the one thanking you. I'm really glad you listened. I'm going to give Thomas a call. Please do, Mary. Please help him. Oh, that's so sad, dude. Thomas is gonna be distraught. I had no idea Leah went missing before the moon fell. Thomas's unfinished call never went through because Leah was already gone. That doesn't really explain, like, not being able to hear Thomas's full phone call, though. Thanks to Ira, I'm starting to see the full picture now. I'd better call Thomas to make sure her wish comes true. I still can't believe, Hamlet, he ditched me again. That's normal now, isn't it? No point worrying each and every time. I didn't even notice. I think this is Thomas? I actually don't know who this might be. Checo again, perhaps? Just Thomas? Oh, it's Checo. Hello, Mary. Oh, hello, Checo. Glad I got through. Sorry, I actually need to call Thomas right now. Oh, perfect timing then. How so? I got a teensy little favor to ask. Mind lending an ear? Listen. Okay, I'll listen. Great, much obliged, Mary. So, what is it? Ahem. It's about Thomas, actually. You see, Mary, I hold Thomas in high esteem. You mean you respect him? Very much so. Especially as a playwright. You couldn't find a harder worker. His pen never stopped, come rain or shine. Didn't matter who was watching. Even if a living legend rejected his work, even if he was shown the canyons separating them. No matter how hopeless things got, Thomas's pen kept moving. Unlike yours truly. Checo, I told you about Thomas's old man, didn't I? You did. He was a world-famous playwright. World-famous indeed. That man's plays were perfect in every way. So he demanded perfection out of his own work. Undoubtedly so of those around him. Oh, doubly. Even as a young lad, I hated being compared to him. Hated watching his plays too. The gap between us was just too painfully obvious. Obvious and overwhelming. I was an act compared to him. What's the point of putting pen to paper if the result's not perfect? I recall thinking to myself, never been able to finish writing a play since... Even when a surefire pun came to me, even my pen was in hand. The next part never came. I'd write, erase again, till the point I'd long forgotten what I wanted to write in the first place. After a while, it just became too exhausting. Got too tired to create much of anything. But not Thomas, no. Even with his old man's blinding talent shoved at his face, despite living and breathing in his shadow, his spirit never broke. He kept writing no matter what. It was awe-inspiring. He was still just a lad. I see. But then something did break him. Poor lad was suffering. His haggard face is carved into my memory. Won't go away either. He was in rough shape, to say the least. Fallen to pieces, cheeks always wet with tears. Checo, have your memories... My memories? Ha! Couldn't care less at this point. There are still more holes than I'd prefer. Can't even tell if Thomas's haggard face was real or just a figment of my imagination. But the lad was hurting, that much I know. The way things are, I don't think I'd pass on even if I died. Checo. Could you find a way to help the lad, Mary? If anyone needs a helping hand, it's him. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'll help Thomas. Really? You will? Thank you, and sorry. You've got enough on your plate as is. Now the puns might start flowing again. About time I picked myself up by the bootstraps. Lines from Thomas's play came back to me, as it were. What lines? Dreams only end when they come true. Such a beautiful line. Perfect for Leah, too. How I wish that just once I got to see them take the stage together. Mine, too. My dreams won't end until I see it through. Checo. Whoa, who turned on the waterworks? Mary, will you take care of Thomas? Okay, I will. Thank you, Mary. I'll talk to Thomas. Counting on you, Mary. Put down the phone. Checo was worried sick. Thomas must mean a lot to him. About Ira. Ira told me after Leah went missing, Leah ran away from home. Well, the moon fell. Thomas called the house more times than I can count. Surely there was at least something I could have said to him, yet I ignored it for a whole year. Mary, please find a way to make Thomas smile again. I want to help Ira. Checo can't remember much at all, but he still cared so much about Thomas. He must have been really worried. The way things are, I don't think I'd pass on even if I died. Could you find a way to help the lad? If anyone needs a helping hand, it's him. Want to help Checo. Alright, I keep forgetting fucking Thomas's number. 8052. Alright. Lock in. Time to help old Thomas. Hello? Mary, did you find anything? I know what you're so desperate to find out. I heard every word of the final call of your life. We did? Did I miss something? Leah. I knew you wouldn't pick up, but I still keep trying to reach you. The day the moon fell, you called Leah's house, but she didn't answer. The phone kept ringing, you kept talking to Leah, but she never picked up. I already remember that. I wanted to talk to Leah, but for some reason, she refused to answer me. What I can't remember is why. I found that out too. You did? Tell me, please. Was it my fault? Did I do something wrong? I just don't know if I should tell you. Tell me, please, you have to. If you don't know, I can't pass on. Please, Mary, tell me. Did something happen to Leah? Why did she stop answering my calls? Well, why would Leah stop answering Thomas's calls? Say the reason. Thomas, truth is, Leah ran away from home and went missing. You called her house every day in hopes she'd come back. She never answered. The phone kept ringing, but you kept talking to her. In the end, she never once came back, and the moon fell. That's what you forgot. What? Leah never picked up. I was talking to myself the whole time? She ran away from home, and I knew? Did she run away because of me? No, that can't be right. Because if what you're saying is true, and Leah ran away because of me, who am I? Well, she didn't necessarily run away because of you. Thomas? Yeah, I was wrong about everything. It's all my fault Leah ended up like that. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. Mary, I was a horrible person. I regret everything. If only I'd answered her call at the ticket booth that day. What? If Checo had picked up instead of me, I don't think I'd have listened like I did. He'd have just hung up. That way, I'd have never met her. Oh, he's blaming himself for, like, talking to her at all. I see, I see. And if we'd never met, Leah would have never wanted to be an actress. Thomas, I'd have never let her down. She'd never left home and gone missing. Thomas is in so much pain right now, worse than ever. Mary, this is exactly what happened with Lucy. Thomas is caught in some... Oh my god. Thomas is caught in an endless thought spiral. You have tugged upon memories that ought not to have been touched. Does that mean this is just like with Lucy? I have to choose words that touch Thomas's soul, right? Indeed, words filled with the utmost empathy for Thomas. Okay, I've got just the words. I just know it'll work this time. Here I go. Empathize! What I have to do is choose the words that'll touch Thomas's soul and break the cycle. Otherwise, he'll be trapped in this negative spiral forever. I have to choose the right ones. Thomas, can you still hear me? I want to accept you. Thomas, I want to understand who you are. Me, why bother? Leah's all that matters. What I have to do is... Oh, is that already the wrong choice? Save Thomas and Leah. I want to save both you and Leah. Mary, you're really thinking about Leah too, not just me? Really? I don't know how I feel about, like, if you choose a wrong answer, you just go, you just get to redo it. Like, it doesn't feel like there's much weight in the decisions I make, right? Yes, I am, so please, I want to hear all about the two of you. But I couldn't do anything for her. I don't think that's true. After all, without you, Leah would have never learned. How wonderful the outside world is. Thomas, you taught Leah how wonderful the outside world is. The outside world is wonderful. Of course, it has theaters, where anyone can become anything they dream of. I promised her we would build a stage together. She had so much talent, and her voice... Huh? I can't remember. Why can't I? My head. I can't remember her voice. Thomas, please calm down. Someone's yelling at me. Their voice is ringing in my ears. I'm scared. Help me. It's alright, Thomas. You haven't forgotten. You told me yourself, right? About Leah's voice? An angelic voice. Oh yeah, I never heard such a heavenly voice like hers before. I couldn't believe it the first time. Right, the first time, but we never actually met. Oh yeah, now I remember. Her parents wouldn't let her go outside. But if that's true, then how did Leah and I get to know each other? I can't remember at all. Thomas, you're the one who told me about the day you and Leah first connected. Phone pals, maybe. Oh, one day Leah called the theater. Alright, broke through one. Oh yeah, it was... I remember now. There was a call from Leah. On that day, I answered a call at the theater's ticket booth. I was cleaning inside when the phone on the wall started ringing. I figured it was just a customer wanting tickets, so I picked up without thinking much of it. Hello, you've reached the theater. This is Thomas. How may I help you? Were you looking to book tickets? I'd like to listen to a play. Sorry, you want to listen? Not watch a play, but listen to one? That's right. I see. Well, if you come to the theater and buy a ticket, You're free to close your eyes and listen to the actors perform. I can't leave the house, so I'd like to listen over the phone. Sorry, do you mean you can't come to the theater? Yes, so I want to listen over the phone. May I ask why you can't leave the house? Because I'm blind. My parents don't want me going outside. I understand. Would it be alright for me to listen? I'll pay for your ticket, of course. Let me talk to the owner. I'll call you back. God, I'm mixing up their voices so hard. Please do. That's how I met Leah. And then soon we were calling each other every day. I couldn't leave the phone in the theater, so you read to her instead. Oh my god. You read to her instead, right? Things like, ooh. It started with her father's scripts, right? Or his father's scripts, rather. You read your father's scripts to Leah over the phone. Yeah, my father's work left a deep impression on her. She admired him from the bottom of her heart. Because of that, she started falling down the rabbit hole. She fell in love with theater until her heart was set on it. Her heart was set on becoming an actress. That's right, she said so every time we talked. Even over the phone, I could tell her voice was so pretty, like an angel's. You must have thought you'd make her an actress no matter what. Yeah, one chance, just one chance to prove herself, and the crowd would have adored her. I know it. And so, to turn Leah into an actress, what Thomas did to make Leah an actress was asked his father to give Leah the starring role. Nice. I had to beg my father for help to make her an actress. Wait, I think I remember that now. Hello, Father? Sorry, I know you're busy with work, but there's something I need to ask. And you're never at home, so this was the only way I could reach you. Sorry, I wanted to ask, I have a friend Leah, she's blind, but could you help her become an actress? She has a really incredible voice. What? Really? You know about Leah? Did you answer one of her calls when I wasn't around? I had no idea. Turned out that Father knew about Leah. He happened to pick up one of the times Leah called the theater, and even over the phone, her voice astounded him. Thomas, an angel, called. He was talking about Leah's voice. And then Father... What? You've already started writing a play for her? Wow, Leah will never believe this. You hear what I hear in her voice, too. Thank you, Father. I'm so happy right now. Father, if you don't mind, may I ask one more favor? It's about, the script for Leah's play. Father noticed Leah's talent without me pointing to it. So then, why? Why didn't Leah become an actress? Ah! Of course, it was me. It was my fault. I'm the reason she couldn't become an actress. I ruined everything. I ruined Leah's dreams. Thomas, please calm down. It's not your fault. What do you know, Mary? You don't know anything. Is something wrong? I ruined everything. I ruined Leah's dreams. Ruined her dreams? What happened exactly? Mary, I want to tell you, but it's so hard to get the words out. It's not that I couldn't do anything for her. I abandoned her. You'd never do that. After all, you... So desperate to help, or still desperate to help. Look how desperate you are to help Leah, even now. I guess I am. Yeah, Maybe. Do you really think so, Mary? Did I devote my life to helping Leah? Worked yourself to the bone for her. I know because... you work so hard, day in, day out, for Leah's sake. What do we want here? I think this is gonna be... oh shoot, I don't know. Leah got the starring role? Thomas pushed himself every day for Leah's sake. You worked so hard day in, day out for Leah's sake. Worked himself day in, day out. Okay, let's try... thanks to Thomas. Dude, why is this last one so hard? I don't think it's any of these three. I feel like it's not missing yet. Actress? Thomas write a script, maybe? Okay, that was it. Thomas, you wrote your own script with Leah in the lead role, didn't you? I wrote one too. For her. For Leah? But Father, sorry for calling again. I know you're busy. About what I asked the other day, just wondering how it turned out. Yes, for Leah, yes. Are you still going ahead with her play? You already finished the script. It's only been... wow, you're good at writing, Father. And what about mine? You said you think about using it, remember? Yes, you said so, Father. You promised to read my script. So, did you? If it's good enough, would you use it? After Leah's play? Oh, so mine won't work. Yes, you're right, Father. I know I don't have any talent, but I'm trying my best. I rewrote it over and over so many times. What? Father, please don't say that. I'll keep trying as many times as it takes. Please, Father. I want to be part of this too, not just Leah. Please don't hang up on me. Damn. Thomas's dad sucks, bro. Did we do it? I wrote scripts over and over again, gave them all to my father. I wanted to be the one to write Leah's play, no matter what it took. I knew it wouldn't happen, I knew it, but I had to try, or else. Leah wouldn't soar to new heights, further and further away from me. Oh, would soar. My lack of talent tore me up inside. I was so desperate to keep up. I had to, or else I'd get left behind. Wait, Leah! At this rate, I'll be the only one left down here. But my feelings didn't matter. Of course not. Who'd want to watch my play anyway? Father didn't even consider what I wrote. Soon enough, calls started pouring in. Hello, you've reached the theater ticket booth. Tickets for Leah's play. Sorry, opening day hasn't even been set yet. Really? You saw a poster? They're all over town. I had no idea. I'm sorry, sir. I should have known. When does Leah's play start? Let me ask the owner, just to be sure. Everything was moving forward while I was left in the dark. Posters advertising Leah's debut were everywhere, and people kept calling to ask for more details. The pressure was getting to me. If I didn't write a script good enough to get Father's approval soon, Leah would become more and more famous, and I'd be left behind. Just talentless trash. Aha! And my plays really were trash. Not worth the paper I wrote them on. Mary, you know, right? Paper trash makes good kindling. Perfect for the middle of winter. Aww, he burned all of his fucking scripts. I still remember that freezing cold night. Father took a bunch of my scripts and tossed them into the fireplace. Either they were so bad that Father burned them out of disgust, or they just happened to be close by and he tossed them in without realizing. Whichever it was, I never asked, because I already knew that was the only way my scripts could be useful to anyone, right, Mary? I don't think so. Must have been a misunderstanding. It's fine, Mary. You can be honest with me. It doesn't matter how hard I try. I don't have any talent at all. That's why Father burned my scripts. Thomas? And I haven't told you what happened next. Pretty soon, people called just to ask, when is Leah's play going to start, and nothing else. I started to dread picking up the phone, and I started to think, Leah's going to be a big star very soon. So a talentless piece of trash like me shouldn't be talking to her. I have to put some space between us. No, actually, I want to distance myself from her. That's how I felt at that point. I hated myself for not having any talent. It hurt so much. So I made up my mind. I'd never call her again. I'd break it all off. That's what's best for her. And what's best for me before I break. Answer Leah's call. Oh, never mind. Don't answer Leah's call. So I never answered Leah's calls again, and I never called her myself. Then about a week after I cut contact, she suddenly went missing. Leah snuck out of her house and tried to come to the theater alone, but far from making it there, she got lost somewhere in town and disappeared. Lots of people went looking for her, all over town, for weeks and weeks, but we never found a trace of her. All those theater posters of her were changed to missing person flyers. That's when the regret set in. I have to call Leah. Leah's waiting for me to call her. Call Leah now? And this is his last phone call? Are you still mad at me? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're still mad. I'll call you back later. I'm confused about the timeline of this story. Because she was missing for like a year beforehand, before the moon fell. Which would imply, or not imply, but if she was missing for a year before the moon fell, and he called on the day of the moon, that would be like a year that he... I don't know, I'm confused. Leah, it's me. Where are you right now? Is some nice person in town taking care of you? I sure hope so. If so, one word, just one word is fine. Would you please pick up and answer me? Leah, I called you again today. It's been 100 days since you left. Do you think you can forgive me yet? I guess you still need more time. Oh, my scripts, of course, I still write every day. You want to know if I'm showing them to my father? I actually haven't, no. Wait, didn't I tell you? I haven't left this room since you disappeared. Not even once. This used to be my theater's dressing room. The theater's been closed. Ever since you disappeared, people stopped coming to the theater. They blamed Father. Everyone's saying all sorts of things, like he was using you since you're blind, that he saw you as a way to make even more money, that he pushed you too hard during rehearsals. And when you snapped under the pressure, you ran away and died. That's what they think. Heh, yeah, now it's my turn to be the world-famous playwright in his place. Yeah, that's why I'm writing scripts every day. Yeah, you're the star, of course. I'm trying my best for you. So please forgive me. Please pick up the phone, Leah. Leah, please forgive me. You left home to visit me, didn't you? You'd have never left if I hadn't stopped talking to you, right? Ooh. This is ominous. Thomas's feelings, I think I understand him. Felt the same way at one point. So is this gonna be the same as Lucy and William, where we, talk as Leah to him? I remember when I kept waiting for someone important to call, but that call never came. Leah, please pick up. I remember when I kept... They never picked up. I want to talk to you. I really wanted to talk. Leah, it's been 300 days since you disappeared. The truth finally hit me. Leah, you're still alive. Not only that, you're living happily somewhere. I just know it. You're alive, but still angry at me. That's why you won't answer my phone calls. I'm glad I figured it out, actually. It's great that you're alive. Would you look at that? The moon is falling, I just noticed. Not that I care anymore. The moon can fall, the world can end, but at the very least, I want you to live. I want you to be there, even if you're too angry to answer me. I want you to keep living. What should I do now? For Thomas and for myself. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the right answer is... I feel like the game's right answer is Leah. But it feels weird to do that. Like, speak as and for somebody else. But... I don't know. I'm gonna go with the option that I think is right. I don't think it's gonna work. Even if I talk to him as myself, can I save him? It's Leah he wants. Yeah. But I don't know the first thing about Leah. Who was she to Thomas? A kind girl. Thomas must have thought of Leah as a very kind girl. Yet at the same time, she was lonely because she couldn't leave her house. We're the same. I'm just like Leah. No matter how strong you are, the loneliness never goes away. That's why I decided to leave that room. Yes, I'm... Who are you? Leah. Leah, please answer the phone. Just this once, please answer me, so I can... Hello? Hello? How have you been? Huh? I'm not hearing things, am I? Oh gee, have you forgotten my voice? I know you've been calling me every day, Thomas. What? Leah? Is it really you? Leah, it really is you. Of course it's me. Leah! You're not crying on me, are you? Oh, come now, I answered the phone. You should be happy, not bursting into tears. Thomas, what were you about to say just now? Something like, if I answered just this once. What were you going to do? I'm here now, just like you wanted. Leah, I want to apologize. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, I hear you, and I accept your apology. I know you've been hurting too. Thank you, Leah. Since you've apologized and everything, could you do me a favor? Like what? I want you to put me on stage with one of your scripts. On stage? But there aren't any, the world ended, so... What are you saying, silly? Stages are wherever you want them to be. The biggest one is in our hearts. You told me about the theater every time we talked, remember? Your words brought me the stage to life within my mind. Really? I guess. Wherever you want them to be, you're right. Leah, this time, let's build a stage together. Build a stage together. I guess it's just the first things. Oh, like cloth. Thomas, I feel a cloth in front of me, like a giant wall. Yeah, that's one of the curtains. It's always so exciting when the curtains open. It's like opening the door to a brand new world. I'd always be on the edge of my seat, waiting for that one magical moment. Thomas, I see many suns shining in the dark. Oh, I know. Those are the spotlights. Huge lights shining down on us from the ceiling. They make me feel like a star. Thomas, I hear a sound like ice falling. Yes, that's the audience's applause. I can hear the applause echoing throughout. Endless applause ringing out from every corner of the theater. See, we made our own stage. Yeah, we're on stage right now. Say, Thomas, I want to perform your play right here. Of course, let's do it right now. What's the title? It's a little embarrassing. At first I went with self-hatred, but then I changed it to what? In the end I settled on Ode to the Girl Who Saved Me. And who is this girl? Who? She's the only person in the audience for our play, Leah. She's the one who saved us both. I wouldn't be here without her. I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart. Let's see. She's had a hard life too. I really hope she gets saved too. What? Well, let's rehearse a bit backstage, Leah. Wait. Goodbye, Mary. Wait. Wait, Thomas. Where are you going? Thomas? Thomas? Please don't go. Why are you leaving me behind? Don't leave me here all alone. Take me with you. I'm your friend. End of episode 2. Thomas? I'm Leah. I'm scared of this left option. I'm Leah, aren't I? Am I not? I'm blank, I guess. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna end up being someone that's not Mary by the end of the game. The moon. That's the moon. The moon from my memories. Where am I? I hung up. I'm not talking to anyone anymore. Where am I? Hamlet? Not myself. Why am I even in here? No idea. My memories aren't back yet. About this room. This room again. I recognize this place. I just can't remember where from. Why do I feel so lonely? An empty room with no one to talk to. That's right. Touching something in this room might bring me back memories. There's something on the desk. It's a diary? Feels almost familiar to the touch. Should I look inside? Let's look around more. I can't click on anything else. Want to live for someone else. Self-hatred. Self-hatred? Who wrote this? May 28th. Self-hatred. She's treated very nicely, but not me. Never have been. I was home by myself when it happened. I was looking up the moon and I heard a big whoosh and a crackle behind me. I turned around and the whole house was surrounded by fire. There was nowhere to run. I was all alone. I cried and I cried. Whose diary is this? There's more on the next page. Am I going to burn to ashes right here? I want to run away, but I can't. Save me, Daddy, I yelled, and suddenly... Sure, we'll pick this up real quick. Hello? Who the fuck is that? Who's there? Thought I told you never to call me again. Who is this person? Help, the house is on fire. What? My house is on fire. Then don't just sit there. Get out on your own. I can't. Please come save me. Please, save me. Oh, look at the cat logo. Save me? Save me? Pull yourself together, Mary. You have already saved Thomas. There's no need to act anymore. I saved him? Wait, am I the one who wanted to be saved? Foolish girl. Listen to me. You ignored my warnings and interfered with the unfinished call again. Granted, you did save Thomas in the end, but even so, the end does not justify the means. I saved him, but I wasn't... Who did I save? Was I saved by someone? My word, Mary, you saved Thomas, at great risk to yourself, I might add. I saved Thomas. Indeed, Mary. Now you have saved both Lucy and Thomas. I'd label how you handled their unfinished calls a breach of protocol personally. However, I cannot refute results. You have saved them beyond all measures of doubt. Perhaps you could continue this string of successes with the next spirit. Of course, preferably, I trust you are up to the task, no? Okay. I'm gonna end episode 2 there. So now we've saved Thomas and we've saved... Oh, Gord. Lucy? That is her name, right? Lucy? Yeah, so I am liking the story, like I said at the end of last episode. I'm really liking the story. I am feeling like that thing with like the fire burning around us. Maybe maybe that's where we are right now. And like, again, I don't really understand like what the moon falling is, like what the consequences of that are going to be for us. Like, you'd think it's going to kill us in the same way that it's killed all these other people, right? But like, I don't know, I'm very confused about that. Right now I want to think maybe not so much about the moon and be like, maybe we're in this house and it keeps asking like, who are you? And maybe I'm gonna pivot away from what I was just saying and say like, maybe we're no one and we're like just all of these people in like into one person. Like maybe this is like split personalities of ourselves in some kind of way. Maybe all of these things like not even like figuratively happen to us, but like maybe these are literal interpretations of what have happened to us. I don't think I'm making any bit of sense. You know what I'm saying, kitty? You know what I'm saying, kitty? I guess what I mean to say is that I'm very interested in what all of this stuff means for Mary, or whoever Mary actually is. The stories of the other animals and stuff too. That's the thing too, is like, we're the only human so far, and like, what does that mean? Does that mean anything important, I guess? Also, I'm thinking, I don't know, do we think that like episode 3 is the last episode? I looked it up before and it said that the game only took about 9 hours to complete, and these have been like 3-hour episodes, so I'm guessing that there's only one more. But I don't understand how we get through one more whole person story, which is what I think Hamlet is saying is about to happen, and then also get through the story of ourselves. So like, maybe it's a shorter story? I don't know. But I'm interested to find out. I will probably be live again tomorrow. Do my outro real quick. But yeah, that is going to be all for episode 2. If there were any choices that you would have made differently, I would love to know which ones and why. And hope to see you back for episode 3. Okay, yeah. I am going to end stream here for today. This game takes so much out of me with all the voices. Like just 3 hours of doing different people's voices. Which I've done to myself, so you know, no big deal. No fault on the game's end. But I am pretty talked out afterwards, and I got some stuff to do in a bit anyway, so I'd only be playing Baldur's Gate for like 45 minutes anyway. So this is fine. I will probably be live again tomorrow. Also, I have a Discord if you would... Oh. Why isn't this working? Hello? Okay, well, my typing's not working. There it goes. That was so weird. I have a Discord server here if you would like to join. Would certainly welcome you. We talk... try to talk about... I want to talk about like philosophy and games and music and art and anime, just all the things I'm interested in that I hope other people are too. And yeah, that's really all I got. Want to say thank you for anyone who chatted, followed, or lurked. Let me go ahead and raid somebody. Is Kelly live? Kelly is live. All right, so we're gonna raid Kelly. If you don't know Kelly, he also does philosophy content with games, but plays more what do you call it? Competitive like FPS games, and he does a great job at like incorporating themes of philosophy into the games he plays. It's a great time. Go over and ask him a philosophical question. And again, thanks for hanging out. We'll most likely see you tomorrow.